Hey everybody, Gary here. Welcome back to NonScents. Today I have two special guests with me. We have Steven from the channel Redolessence.
How's it going?
And Rick from Sensory Overload.
What's going on?
We are going to bring you a review today, and we're going to discuss the House of Dua. And we are going to go over Dua's Desire 2 and Cuir De Russie, or Cuir De Russie. If I butchered that, I apologize. This is part of Massam's Inspired Expression collection. There are two. I've said it in other videos. They have the Inspired Expression, which are his take on more expensive niche fragrances that are harder to get, and these are his interpretations of those fragrances. Mm-hmm. And then you have his original blend, which are Massam's exclusive, his own making. Great house. The company's growing, and I actually like the direction that the company's growing, and they're giving us a lot of fragrances at a price point that are really hard to get.
That's true too.
And so we're gonna start off with Desire 2. This is Massam's interpretation of Xerjoff's. I'm gonna butcher the name of it.
Cuir
again.
Del Sur.
Cuir Del Sur
2.
Notes.
Notes.
Yeah.
I got the notes right here. I got you. This is straight from the Dua website.
Okay.
We have ripe mango flesh, pineapple, apple blossom, tropical guava, violet leaf, exotic floral bouquet, black currant, vetiver, dried fruits, musk, and cedarwood.
Wow.
An onslaught of notes. Actually, because I looked at, there's an onslaught of notes in both of these.
Okay.
Go first and
yeah, of course.
This is a first impression for you.
It is.
Okay,
it
cool.
is. I have experience with the original Cuir Del Sur too. It's one that my friend Carlos had me try maybe about a month or so back, and I enjoyed it right away. It was one of the first fragrances where the moment I smelled it, I picked up on the main note, which happens to be mango.
Really good. Yeah.
Even now that you just sprayed it, it smells very authentic, very realistic. It's the most realistic mango smell.
It's a punch of mango
you'll ever
right
try.
in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But let's not, I guess, overlook the fact that there are some other fruiting nuances to it, like apple and pineapple. And we got to talking earlier, and Rick, you said you picked up on a lot of apple.
Yeah, I mean, I just sprayed it on my skin again, and
Can you smell it on you?
yeah.
The mango doesn't take off on your skin.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, on my skin, the first thing that jumps off my skin is that apple.
Mm-hmm.
I just get this nice, ripe, sweet, not like a green apple. It's like a red apple. It's not tart. It's just, I really like it. But I don't, the mango, the other fruity notes are there. I just don't get that mango. Like, I smelled it on your skin when you first sprayed it on before, when you had just gotten here. And I got the mango right off the top. And it smelled great. But on my skin, it's just, that apple just jumps.
It's front and center for you.
Yeah, and it smells really nice.
What I get the mango is the initial blast, and then as it starts to tone down a little bit, the apple starts to come through, and then I get a pineapple, and it's the pineapple I get. It's not like a Creed Ventus pineapple. It's almost like a Mancera, like the Cedrop was. It's a creamy, a creamier type of vibe with the pineapple, and then I don't really get a lot of vetiver or.
Me neither.
A lot of the other notes,
and
even the black currant. The black currant's there. It's not, it's not like super tart. I get some cedar, and I definitely get the dried fruits in the dry down. It's a fruity fragrance the whole way through, and I think they have it listed as a woody floral. And I don't get too much. I don't get a real floral note.
I don't. I mean, I don't have much experience with this one because today is the first time I've actually smelled it. Nor do I have any experience at all with Cuir Del Sur 2.
Mm-hmm. No, me
but yeah, this right off the top, very fruity. I'll have to see how it kind of progresses on my skin, but it's very tropical, very fruity. Once that apple settles down on my skin, I feel like the guava and the mango kind of come out a little bit more.
Okay.
But that apple just really jumps off of me.
It's awesome. Best suited for spring, summer.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on last night at about 7, 8 o'clock. Went to bed. I woke up this morning. I could still smell it. So performance is no slouch. You're not going to have problems. Actually, when I sprayed it on a half hour after, my wife came into the room and she was like, "Did you just spray something?" And I was like, "I sprayed it, maybe a half hour, 40 minutes ago." And she's like, "I could still smell it, and it smells good." And she was probably about maybe on the other side of the room, so she was like 8 feet away from me.
Okay.
And so it was in the air and it was projecting. So overall, it's a solid fragrance, and we're gonna keep moving this along because I don't want this to get to be too lengthy of a video. Mm-hmm. So the next one we're going to talk about is Cuir De Russie.
I believe so.
Cuir De Russie. Yeah. And this is...
Gotta work on your French, man.
Oh, I butcher some of them. And I'm pretty good, but I saw this last night and I was like, I'm looking at my wife, I'm like, Russie, and she was just like...
I believe there's a Chanel with the same name.
Really?
Cuir De Russie. Part of the L'Exclusives line? I think so.
I don't know it.
Yeah.
You would know.
That's the only reason, because I've heard other people say Russie, so that's why I say Cuir De Russie, yeah.
So it's Cuir De Russie.
Cool.
And that's what we're sticking to.
And this one is inspired by...
This is his inspiration of Memo's Russian leather.
Cool.
Notes?
Let it rip.
All right, we got Siberian pine tree needles. Again, this is straight from the Duo website. Siberian pine tree needles, cedar leaf, rosemary oil, clary sage, fern leaf, lavender essential oil, coriander seeds, mint, dark patchouli, guaiac wood, fougere accord, Russian leather accord, cypress absolute, nutmeg oil, tonka bean absolute, and holy basil.
Holy crow, that's a lot of notes.
That's quite a note list.
This is green. The opening is Christmas in a bottle.
Yeah.
I really dig this. In the dry down, I do get some basil. Mm-hmm. And did you say clary sage? Was that one of them?
It was.
Was there?
Yeah. I get all of that in this, and this stuff is really, really good. It's actually my scent of the day. Who wants to start? We'll start with you on this.
Okay.
One.
I had actually gotten my nose on this one when we had gone to the meetup in the city a little while back, and I had not smelled the Memo version at that point. I have since smelled it, but at that point, this was a complete first impression to me, and my first impression was awesome.
Yeah.
I love this scent. I love how green it is. It's not green like a polo green or like old mannish green or like a car air freshener. It's just, man, the green in here is so nice. And it's mature, but classy. Very, very classy.
And it's mature. I don't find it dated. It's not
not at all. Not dated whatsoever, but it's just such a nice green scent, and I love it. I'm a big fan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Steven?
I too like this one very much. I've tried all of their leathers. They're African, they're Italian with the tomato leaf note, and this one with the leather. And I think the story for this one, or the inspiration rather, is you have like soldiers with their leather boots and they're marching through the forest and the jungle. And I get the green vibe right away. I think it's mainly coming from the patchouli, but I have to agree with that fougere accord as well.
Okay. I'm
not getting too prominent of a lavender like Caron Pour Homme or some of these other, dominant fragrances. But with this one, it's a really nice blend of just like the leather, the green notes, a bit of the spices, and there's like a brightness to it, and maybe that's coming from the holy basil.
And I like the way they worded it, a fougere accord, because there is it's there. The fougeriness is fougeriness. I think I just made up a word.
I'll take it.
But it is in there.
Yeah.
Would I say it's a fougere fragrance? No, I wouldn't. Projection, longevity, again, no slip. Dua fragrances, man, they're borderline powerhouse fragrances. Like they don't die. You'll get 8-10 hours on a lot of their stuff. I'm a fan.
I really dig this one.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I actually, Russian leather is, I haven't tried the entire line. I've tried Italian leather. I've tried African leather. I think, and these were all ones that I sniffed like at department stores.
Did Masam and Dua, did they do African leather?
I believe so.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Okay. I
This
haven't
one
smelled
is
it.
actually my favorite from the line,
Okay.
at least of the ones I've smelled so far.
Okay.
This one by
Okay.
far is my favorite.
Okay.
I love this scent.
Yeah.
I love it too. Masam, Dua, guys, keep doing your thing. I love the direction in which your house is growing. In full disclosure, these bottles were sent to me by Masam and the House of Dua. The opinions expressed in this video were strictly my own, and I'm sure these guys will attest that,
Sure.
they're giving you their honest opinion.
Mhm.
And for the people who love Dua, great. And for those of you who are not fans, you can keep it moving too. It's there's something out there for everybody,
Mhm.
and
Absolutely.
that's the best way I could say. And I try to steer clear of any nonsense. No nonsense.
Well played.
I can't. Yeah, well,
Well
I can't believe
played.
I just said that. But there's something out there for everybody, and I like the direction that Masam's, and he's a super super cool guy.
He really is.
And that's all I have. You guys have anything you want to add?
No, just great fragrances. I would really be interested in seeing a clone of Shams Oud by Memo, because that's one of my favorite ones, and I don't believe they've cloned it yet. So I would love to see a clone.
I don't
of that.
think they did either. And hey, since we're asking Masam to make it, my wife's favorite Memo is actually Siwa.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Masam, so we're putting you to work. So you got some work to do.
I don't have any demands right now. So, I'm going to go easy on them.
Rick's gonna get back to you.
I'll get back to you.
Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Please click on that notification bell. Let me know down below what your favorite Dua fragrance is. That's all I got. I'll see you guys soon for another review, and take it easy.
Take care.